Sometimes unexpected things happen. I was in this 2006 Voyager heading up a hill in the city of Tucambaro, Mexico, and the power steering line exploded. So I needed to help someone close to me fix this. Unfortunately, we were about an hour and a half away from AutoZone and very limited tools. I even had to use a 1/2-inch wrench instead of a 13 millimeter. It worked, but I think if you have the right size, this project would be easier. Actually, just taking off the emissions unit was one of the biggest challenges. It took me about an hour, not because anything was hard, but it just took a long time going back and forth with a wrench. Anyways, I wanted to share the experience and give you all the parts. Please verify that the parts work for your vehicle before you get started. Okay, I have a problem here. Somehow this line was touching, I think, the catalytic converter here, and of course that burned it up. Evidently the last mechanic working on this didn't do a very good job. So first step is I'm going to remove the charcoal unit for the gas system. I think I'll remove this line as just an easy clamp fitting. To remove this charcoal canister, I have to remove this, but obviously there's an issue with that screw, so I think that's loose. I've taken off this line and this line. There's a bolt that's on the top over here, and then the bolt on the top there that I just about got off. So this is just about loose. I'm not sure. I think I can wiggle this line off here, and then I'll be able to. I thought I had 3 fasteners. This one, for some reason, appears to be stripped out. And there's one over there, which was somewhat accessible, and then there's this. You have to reach on from the top on the motor mount, but notice that there's actually 2 here. And I figured out, I'm sure if you looked at the original engineering drawings, it would say this bolt here is for religion purposes. It's supposed to make the mechanic very religious, calling on the name of God or Maria or someone. So that's back here. And I had to keep flipping over my wrench, the 13 millimeter, which I only have a 1/2 inch to do it. And so that made it even more challenging. Now I can take off the line that goes up there. AutoZone did not have the flare nut wrench I needed, so I ended up cutting this so it would be shorter and cut this out using an angle grinder. Even at that, this was very difficult to use. I looked online and some people were using a crow's foot, which is basically the end of this wrench with a socket extension. That might work for you. I saw others say that that was not a good idea. I didn't have many options, so I did this. I ended up using a pry bar in addition to get this off of the power steering gear. On the other side that calls for the 16 millimeter on the power steering pump, I was able to reach through the frame member with both hands and pull very hard and able to get that one loosened. But neither were easy. Fortunately, on the other side, I didn't have to shorten the wrench. We got this out. You can see where catalytic converter just melted through the line here, right there, because somehow this got shifted. This bracket was not bolted on, and this one, I believe, comes over here. I'll have to figure that out when I put this together. There's a third bracket here. The O-rings appear to have come out, so I don't have to worry about fetching those out before I put the new one in. I'm gonna get the brackets and try to put them on the other one. I got the lines connected. The way I connected this was there's the two 10mm bolts that has that cooling unit, and I just stuck that on top of the frame. I was afraid because things are getting scraped. This is a very beat up car, so keeping things off of that. And then I got the charcoal canister back in with those two bolts. This one in the back is not really connected.